Hello, sorry for doing this video in my living room, but it's a bit rainy outside, plus the young lad next door's on nights. I don't want to be waking him up, he sleeps in the back room, so I thought I'd do this video from inside my home. Yeah, shocking scenes. Liverpool playing Real Madrid in Paris Saturday night, really shocking. Young kids being tear gassed, pepper sprayed, bottlenecked, really scary stuff, reminiscent of Hillsborough, I'm sure. Really, really scary stuff. And I hope whatever inquiry is launched, they get to the bottom of it, because you can't be going to watch football and things like that happen. But there's also another matter that the press is sort of, it's not reporting it properly. It's about the muggings and assaults that occurred post the game. People making their way back to the metro were mugged by organised gangs waiting for them. Now, the papers are saying it was locals. Well, it wasn't locals in the true sense of the word, right? It was North African gangs, right, that were waiting to ambush people making their way from the ground, as was said, to the metro. They were waiting in organised gangs. Jason McAteer, the screenshot, used to play for Liverpool, brilliant footballer. His wife and elder boy were both mugged. I know people that were actually assaulted and slashed. I'm hearing some really frightful stories that are coming in. People are texting me, ringing me, telling me what was happening. Now, the press has downplayed this. That's the word I was looking for. The press has downplayed this and just said it's locals, and there was a few assaults and a few muggings, but it's a bit deeper than that. It goes a lot deeper than that. It's a problem facing France, and a problem we're now going to be facing here in Britain. France has been colonised, Paris in particular, Marseille, Lyon, right? They've been colonised by third world North African immigrants. Saint Denis, was that the area close to the football stadium? I think so. Hope I've pronounced that right. That's an enclave now of hundreds of thousands of migrants that have made their way from North Africa to France, and from France over to here. You see, my local MP, Ian Byrne, West Derby, he, I'll leave the screenshot, put a sign up on his Facebook, I think it was, refugees welcome. Well, the same refugees that were mugging Scousers in Paris on Saturday are the same refugees landing on the beaches of Kent and Dover, and those holed up in the Sweets Hotel not far from me in Kirby. They're the same refugees, Mr. Byrne, right, that you say refugees welcome. The ones that were mugging and robbing and assaulting Scousers in Paris on Saturday night, those making the way from the game back to the metro and coming home. They were then ambushed by organised gangs that were just preying on those that were either in small numbers or women and children or whatever. But that's the nature of them. You see, you can't expect thousands, millions of North African people to just be dumped in places like France or Britain or wherever in Europe and just expect to adopt our ways overnight. It doesn't happen. A lot of these places are lawless. Hell reigns where they've come from, right? And they're bringing hell with them. Saint Denis is a hellhole. People calling me, ringing me up, texting me, their words, not mine, said it was a shithole, right? Pardon for the French, but that's what they said. But this is what's going to happen to our country, and is happening now. That silly idiots like Ian Byrne welcomes, refugees welcome. You see, it's all right, Mr. Byrne, getting loads of likes on Facebook and backslapping and being liked, because everything's all about being liked now. It's not being about disliked or being unfavourable or you know, not the flavour of the month. I don't care what people think. I will speak the truth. I don't believe for 1 minute you want all these refugees here, but you have to say that, otherwise you won't be a Labour MP, right? You know that. Those mugging, robbing and assaulting Scousers Saturday night in Paris were North African gangs. The same type of people that are making their way here now, landing on the beaches of Dover in Kent and holed up in the Sweet Hotel up the road from me, Kirby. Sorry for repeating myself, but I have to. Because these idiots and clowns, refugees, welcome. Do you realise what you're actually building up in this country for the future? For our kids or grandchildren who've got to face, right? These people aren't going to mix in. They don't want to mix in, right? They want to push their ways. They want to dominate us. They want to destroy our culture, our way of life. And those that went to the game on Saturday in Paris, they had a taste of multiculturalism in the flesh. Not the lovey-dovey stuff on the telly or social media or refugees welcome and whatever. They tasted it in the flesh, and that's what we're going to be tasting, right? Well, in fact, we are. The major towns and cities now are being colonised, and they're scary places. If we're to take any refugees, it's from the Ukraine, and that's only a small amount. The European, the Christian, they fit in. This lot don't fit in, don't want to fit in. Ask Jason McAteer, Jim Beglin, and many others that were there what they thought of multiculturalism. And if they're honest, they'll tell you. Is that what you want for Britain? Is your refugees welcome? Let's just welcome these in and destroy our way of life, because that's what's going to happen, right? And I think people like you, Ian Byrne, and many other MPs and councillors across the country, you're going to be ashamed of yourselves one day. They're your fellow Scousers, they're getting mugged, robbed and assaulted, and you want the same type of people that committed those terrible crimes to come to here. You're quite happy with them landing on the beaches of Kent and Dover and holed up in the Sweet Hotel, costing the taxpayer God knows how much money. You're okay with it all, aren't you? Because you want to be liked. It's easy being liked, isn't it, than making videos what I make, right? But I don't care. I don't do this for money. I don't do this for fame. I do it because I believe in it. I believe I need to speak the truth. Those that were at the game know what multiculturalism is all about now. They've seen it. They've tasted it. And it's on its way here, right, unless we stop it. Okay, thank you.